busted banging in the forest, Professors Anne and Anne, not to mention Captain Sutherland. Season 2, Episode 7 recap. I can't believe we're only one episode away from the end of this season. This has gone by way too fast. A large part of Episode 7 is dedicated to the ongoing battle between Anne Walker and Captain Sutherland to officially divide the estate between her and her sister.
What is the matter with her?
She is anxious that there should be no further delay.
What delay?
She did first raise the matter in September. I was rather pleased with the tone of that. She always sounds so much happier and healthier these days.
I love how Anne Walker's sister is standing up for her in this scene. God, I feel sorry for her that she's married to the abominable douche man. When the ladies travel to a clothing shop, Anne Walker is accosted by a woman shopping with her 2 daughters who's heard about Anne Walker kicking the Priestleys and the school teacher off her property who had been staying there rent-free.
I'm amazed you have the audacity to show your face in public, Miss Walker.
I'm a little surprised Ann Lister doesn't stand up for Anne Walker here and say something. Anything. To be honest, I'm a little lost on all the details going on with the Priestleys, but I know if somebody took my wife to task like that in front of me, I wouldn't be looking back at the attendant. I'd be asking her why she wasn't opening up her home for the children.
If you're still dwelling on Mrs. Edward Rawson's comment in Nicholson's this morning, don't.
Can you not mention that woman's name in my presence ever again?
Wow, the effect of Anne Walker yelling is just so much more powerful than when Ann Lister yells, because Anne Walker is usually this like meek, polite, very sweet, Mary Poppins-like woman. So to hear her raise her voice like that, it kind of scared the shit out of me. I also wonder if Anne Walker felt like she got left high and dry back at the department store when that was taking the piss out of her. And Ann Lister was all, what's that? What's happening? What? What's this? What is this? Cashmere? Something going on? Yeah, I'll take this. Ann Lister here, I think, is just a little too calm about the whole thing. She comes off almost kind of callous. I mean, to be fair, Ann Lister is probably used to getting jabs at her, or maybe even people confronting her in public. In the diaries, they talk about people in Halifax openly commenting to her face about her being a man, or asking her, as they portrayed in season 1. Of course, Anne Walker wouldn't be used to this type of confrontation. Remember, she's Mary Muffet over here, but Ann Lister's gotta remember, 'twas just a few fortnights ago that you were fiddling Mariana's vaginal strings. So you should really be throwing yourself at Anne Walker's feet here.
What do you think, Hannah?
Yeah.
All the kids are falling asleep.
Yeah. The sun was hot.
Crossed to the other side of the road and walked quickly away. The bastard. Next came along a
On
Samaritan.
one side of the first line, less than 2 right angles, then the
Oh,
other
and
2
gee, the
straight
girl
lines.
crushing on Ann Lister. Aren't we all that girl crushing on Ann Lister every week when we tune in to Gentleman Jack?
It's all propositions, yes, Charlotte.
What's all that got to do with Jesus, though, sir?
What's all this got to do with Jesus, sir? Of course, Ann Lister is teaching Euclid. She's kind of obsessed with learning Euclid early in the diaries. This is, I think, multiple times now the show has used the funniest line in the episode as the title.
Me and Henry are cousin. One sorrow, snogging Miss Walker.
Ooh, she told her friend. Damn, I didn't even recognize at first. That's the girl who busted Anne and Miss Walker making out.
I could see some of my friends.
What's that sound? In the distance. Can you hear it? What is that? Oh, it's Matthew and Eugenie banging in the forest. When our Anns go for a romantic stroll in the woods, they find themselves confronting a metaphorical "if the forest shacks a rockin', don't come a knockin' sign.
Go home.
Oh, come on, Anne. You've been busted before. Give them a break. Where are they supposed to bang? In your bed?
Je te donne un préavis de mort.
Damn, she's firing you, Jenny. You know, Ann Lister could be cool here. She could be like, hey, I've lots of people I wasn't married to, so maybe I won't go so hard on them for being human and horny. But no, she has to go all Mother Teresa. Should somebody fire you, Anne, for getting caught making out with a woman? Which, I don't know, I assume could get you burned at the stake in some parts during that time. In the major whiff of the episode, Ann Lister tries to get around needing Christopher Rawson's signature for licenses for the hotel she is building. Not only does it not really work, the magistrate she's found to collect his signature ends up shaking her down for 50 pounds. Have we ever talked about these red walls? This is Ann Lister's palace, right? Right? Like, damn, I want to paint my walls red. After the tumultuous way we ended last episode, this episode has been so light and airy and a breath of fresh air. I feel like we as a fan base needed this soft, loving makeout scene and this softball episode before the big ending finale next week, which I assume will have us all sweating our sapphic chacos off. I am here for this rainbow bow tie Ann Walker's sportin'. Is it Pride Month in Halifax, or... When Ann Walker continues pushing the division of the estate forward, Captain Sutherland gets so angry, he assaults several pieces of parchment.
The Crow Nest dates have, for some weeks, been at Shipton Hall.
Why?
Your sister!
Okay, so obviously something is up, and he's delaying this for a reason. Did he sell the land without telling them? What did you do, Captain Sutherland? We are obviously in for a big bomb drop in episode 8, and I, for one, am just so excited. I mean, I literally just ordered a top hat to wear for my recap next week. I mean, also to wear, like, in the bedroom. But secondly, to wear in my Gentleman Jack videos. If you haven't heard, Hacks, HBO's fellow queer show, gave us a lesbian cruise episode, and I covered it. Check that out if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to see you next week for the season 2 final recap of Gentleman Jack. Let's take it out with our favorite Gentleman Jack theme song.